Hey, what's up, boxing fans? This is the Rope-A-Dope Report. Big come forward, slow puncher versus slick guy that can punch himself too. This is Pavlik versus Martinez, Sergio Martinez, in a fight that's going to be in Atlantic City coming up on HBO. It's actually a dual site where they're going to do, I just did a prediction for the Butte Miranda. They're going to do it on two different, one from Atlantic City and one from Montreal, I believe. So this fight, it's tough to say because a lot of people think that Martinez is going to do what Hopkins did to him. And Hopkins is a bigger guy who's been in there with a lot more talented guys than Martinez. And he was able to make him look like shit, just being clever, fighting smart. And he was very aggressive. His output actually went up for Bernard Hopkins, I believe. The Bernard Hopkins of late, anyway. Who's really like a guy that really controls the fight, does what he wants the fighters to do, makes the fighters who he's fighting, do what he wants them to do, holds, hits. A lot of veteran moves in there. Dirty, obviously, too. But, it's effective. It's been working his whole career. So, Martinez, if you look at him against, shades and parts of that Cintrone fight, he's got power. He knocked out Cintrone, really, in that fight. Cintrone did make a little bit of a run and fought better later in that fight. I think that was due to Martinez thinking the fight was over. Martinez in a very tight fight that could have gone either way. Could have been a draw. I had Martinez just barely beating Paul Williams, but I could understand both ways. I've scored it a couple different ways. I've watched it a couple different times. So he's a slick fighter. He does have his hands down a lot. He's the type of guy that rolls with the punches and doesn't always get the full, Monty of it. The thing is, Paul comes forward and he's got faster hands than a Pavlik. He's just busier. And that's saying a lot because Pavlik is even more busy. Is a busy fighter, I should say. I'm stuttering my words. So, I'm not going to sit here and say that he doesn't have a puncher's chance if that jab is getting established and that big right hand lands. He can knock him out. No doubt about it. I just don't think Martinez is going to be there to be hit. And you can't hit what you can't catch up to and you can't see. Now, Martinez got hit plenty in that fight against Paul Williams. I just think Paul Williams' attack, his offensive attack and the hand speed, is a better attack and harder to, block everything because there's so much of it coming at you than a Kelly Pavlik. He's slower. He's a guy that needs to stand and then shoot his shot. And I could see him getting outboxed a lot. I can also see him holding on the inside Martinez to stop the action, getting his shots off. But I'm not going to count out Pavlik just because he has that one-punch power. He has a chin. He comes forward and comes forward and comes forward. So, whereas he hurt Paul Williams, I don't think he's going to be able to really hurt Kelly Pavlik to the point where he's going to be knocked out. You never know. He could catch him with something. Martinez is a great slick fighter. Southpaw, that's the thing. That right hand is a very effective. A jab, and especially we all know the right hand, straight right hand is great against southpaw. So that could land and change the fight. And if the fight is changed and Martinez is hurt, then I see Pavlik finishing him off. No doubt about it. I think Martinez will fight one of his smartest fights. I don't even think we can see the hands down so much within punching range. When he backs up and starts to do that, that's different when he's out of hitting range. But I do believe I got Martinez winning a decision for this fight. Like I said, I'm not counting out Pavlik. He could land a huge right hand and change the fight and knock him out. You never really know. Well, we'll see. That's what makes it interesting. Boxer versus puncher is always fun to watch. Anyway, this has been the Rope-A-Dope Report. I got Martinez on a decision. Peace.